Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Hey, everybody. This is Richard M. Knittle Jr., poet and author. My little blog here, and just kind of, winging it like I normally do. But it's been a really rough year this year for us. I was thinking back, and we had a fire that destroyed my parents' house where we were staying, and we lost everything. And then, again, I got sick. Congestive heart failure, kidney disease, I guess, diabetes. And some other things that are going on that just kind of hit me out of nowhere. And at 41, I had 5 bypasses. And then I got laid off a couple weeks ago, and now we're being evicted, and our electricity went off today, and it's just been a wonderful, wonderful year. I'm looking forward to see what's coming next, right? I mean, what else can come next? I don't get it. I try to look up. I try to look forward. I try to be happy. I try to see the good in things. But right now, I'm not seeing a good in anything. And I'm starting to. I'm not going to say lose my faith. I will always believe in God and the angels and what I know and seen. But I'm starting to think maybe I don't know. I don't even know what to think right now. And poor Ryder. I mean, he's been such a trooper through the whole thing, and I love that boy dearly, and I love all my boys, Michael, Brian, Dakota, and Ryder, and my grandkids, and, I can see them, my sister, and just, I don't know what happened. It feels like I've got nobody left, and it really does feel like that right now. I'm starting to lose my grip a little bit, but I think hopefully, thank God, will pull me out of this and move forward in my life, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. But anyway, enough of that. Today we're going to do a few things. I'm going to read a couple pieces of poetry that I wrote. And the good thing is, so number one music is what it's called, I believe. It's a secondary chart, music and stuff, acoustic and stuff like that. Gospel, things like that. And right now, one of my songs, my very first song I ever wrote was called A Little Southern Comfort. It's actually charted on that chart, and it's number 4 in Texas for acoustic, number 9 in the nation for acoustic, and number 14 throughout the world globally. I'm really shocked. And if you guys want to hear that, you can either hit my Facebook page, or I'll be putting it out all over. But you can go to Number One Music, www.numberonemusic.com/The Battle Lost. The TheBattlLost, and you can listen to them and play them as many as you want. It's amazing. I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to read one that I wrote for Valentine's Day a couple years ago, and it's called Love Has Died. I'm afraid to say that love has died, and I cannot find it anywhere. I do not know how, when, where, or even why, and to tell the truth, I really just don't care. I've looked high and low and in between. I've searched for it all around. I finally found it yesterday. It was buried 6 feet underground. Oh, believe me, love has found me more than once, for I have danced with her out in the rain. But it's not worth all the trouble it gets you in, or the heartbreak and the pain. That pain you feel when love is gone and leaves you all alone, it's way more than I ever bargained for, so I think I'll leave love alone. Again, that's called Love Has Died. The other thing is I see beauty in everything, and I've seen a lot of gorgeous women that are ugly because of what they got inside. True beauty is not long blonde hair or eyes of crystal blue, or even how big and round her belly is, or how far her breasts protrude. Her beauty lies within her heart, in the soul that lives below, and taking time to journey there, you'll find pleasures never known. That was a good one. I really like that one. I'm going to read a couple more. So this one I wrote the night before the court hearing, the trial for Ryder, and after a year long, and I was scared. I didn't know what to write. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what was going to happen, and of course, I won to be the parental figure in his life, and now I have full custody. So I wrote, "Will the last of the teardrops fall? When the last of the battles do end? Will peace cast a spell to enthrall when hearts and souls do ascend?" And they do. That's what I have to say. Let's see. Another little short one here. When you left, I forgot all the words I needed for my life because all the ink that was flowing through my heart stopped. For you are the poetry which will haunt my life forever. Thank you very much for that one. Let's see here. Here's one. It's called, Who in the Hell Do You Think You Are? Who in the hell do you think you are by taking my heart and pretending it's ours with no good intentions on giving me yours in return? Then conveniently leaving, forgetting to giving it back to me when you knew how much I wanted you and I to be a you and me for so very long. Who in the hell do you think you are? While playing all my emotions like you're playing a guitar, strumming each string so incredibly perfectly, causing a different sound reaction from each of them separately, while you're tweaking them so very carefully until you are finally finished with a brand new song. One that never ends, calling it some kind of unfinished symphony. Or should I say simplified poetry without the words to say that nobody would probably sing to anyways. Who in the hell do you think you are? You're leading me around the stage of love like I'm only a puppet in a marionette show, holding my strings while making me go wherever and anywhere you wanted me to. A king who has ruled his kingdom when all actuality you were the queen of hearts, only just pulling my strings until the show came to an end when you began to fall in love with me, then running away, cutting my lifeline of reality, causing me to fall into the pit of insecurity, followed by jealousy where I landed in obscurity, the realm of being unsure of anything where I still live today. Who in the hell do you think you are, making me fall in love with you if you never had any intention of loving me too, then leaving me in a sea of guilty resonating while wallowing in the tears of sorrow from what may or may not come tomorrow, drowning as I begin to sink in regret, then leaving me washed up on an empty shore like a lone survivor of a doomed ocean liner on some undiscovered deserted island with no way of getting home, growing old, all alone, never to be seen or heard from again. Who in the hell do you think you are? I guess I never really knew, but please, wherever you may be, just know I will always see me in love with you, as I will always be the only one who will never, no matter what you do or have done, give up on you, because I do understand everything that you're going through. So please come back to me so I can help you like you did for me back when I really needed you from that moment in time, as I'm always remembering the great time we had that was way too short, leaving me always wishing that it was more, but I really do understand now. It was never you that broke my heart. It was only really me who fell so deep in love. So the real question that I should be asking is, who in the hell do I think I am? Believing that fairy tales do come true and happily ever afters will come from what was supposed to be just a one-night stand from a bar that we had been drinking in, dancing all night long, holding one another in arms, and a single kiss that still burns my lips today and turned me on with no escape. So yeah, who in the hell do I think I am? Because I always knew and still do who in the hell you are, for you are my heaven-sent angel sent down to save from me, who I even today still do believe is the most beautiful and incredible woman whom I've ever had the pleasure to know. The one who reached down into my broken soul, who will never get over you, as you have stolen my heart, which will always belong to you, which I gave it to you, give it away freely to keep until the end of our tomorrows, today, forevermore. Thank you. And this is my brand new one. It's called My First and Only. Ever since that real first kiss she gave me way back in those moments that God has given us in the time when I was just a kid, well, more like 15, a dorky teenager so shy and stupid, so afraid to talk to girls. Then meeting a buddy sister, one thing led to another, then dating like no others, remembering smelling her perfume with my hand upon her skin. The pounding of my heart, the feeling of floating in the air that felt like nobody I had ever been around. And I were right there with the feeling of confusion, wondering if it was real or some kind of illusion brought on by all the screaming hormones. My legs started shaking, going weak in the knees whenever she was around, as if I was going to faint, thinking I wanted to be with this one forever, like there was no time to wait. Then your heart starts beating even harder, causing the flames to grow even higher, spreading across your entire body, affecting what is naughty, and feeling all the pressure building with the rise and the feeling of blood that's now filling the parts of what makes you a man. Then she leaves, yet the feeling still remains, playing back in your mind all night long in your dreams, in the shower, over and over. And then the morning comes and it finds you already on the phone talking about nothing at all. Then an hour later you'll see her in school anyways, day after day for weeks and months. It repeats. Then one day you get some stupid idea that you regret even still today. You break up. Why else you'll never know. Living with that mistake for the rest of your life until the next one comes along. Yet it's not the same old song, for you always compare them and there is none. So the record breaks like your heart. All I ever wanted was to believe in love like I used to know, so much that I started to believe in all the lies and deceit being used for different things, ignoring all the signs that forever was a lie. Well, I was giving everything and had to give, yet all they did was take whatever they could, time and time again, as life kept on playing the same old song and dance until finally the CD cracks like your heart, except now it's Been broken so many times that there are many pieces missing, like a puzzle blown around in a hurricane, losing more each and every time it breaks, and nobody, not even all the king's horses or all the queen's men, could ever fix it again. And that's why I told you I was broken. I was not ready for a relationship because trust was something I did not have to give. But instead you had a plan, one I still don't understand, and how you could do everything you did to me because it had nothing at all to do with humanity. I just want to know, why did you let me fall in love with you when you never loved me after all? Why would you let me believe that we were you and I just to watch me fall again and again until I no longer believed in love anymore? Is this my penance for breaking her heart? She was so innocent and young. Yet I listen to my demons, the same ones who I fight with every day. So I look above and ask for mercy. Please set me free. Release me in my dreams. Let me open my eyes so I can finally see what real love was. Once again, please take pity on me. Let me live in my memories from the only time I knew the feel of a real love, my first love, the only real love of my life, who will always be through eternity someone special to me. And all I can say is thank you, Cassie, for being my friend. Thank you for the love you showed. Thank you for forgiving me. Thank you for setting me free. Thank you for the you and me that shall always be alive in my memories. Yup, that's it. Let's see. Oh yeah, I do believe this. The 3 words that I believe should be removed from the dictionary because they have no meaning any longer are love, truth, and honesty. All right, here's another one. I wrote this for my ex when we first met, but it's called Sparkle in Your Eyes. I fell in love with you the first time that I laid my eyes on you, and I didn't even know your name. But you stole my heart as my soul was shouting out that it would never be the same. That first kiss I remember so well, for it even took me by surprise, with all the sparks that flew and all the fireworks too, and the sparkles that were in your eyes. Your long blonde hair and pretty green eyes were always on my mind. So just know this, from that first kiss, I will love you till the ends of time. And I think that will be it today, you guys. We'll do some more later. I hope you all enjoyed it. Actually, I'll do one more, and it's actually the second part to my very first love poem, which was called Me and You. It's called On Some Cold Winter's Night. Maybe one day on some cold winter's night in a cabin, laying on a blanket by the fireplace, I will create a new piece of poetry, and I will again write it all over you. First, I will start to write just how much that I truly do love you and what your love has done to me. On the back of your beautiful soft neck, as I whisper those same words softly into your ear so you'll never forget. Then as my pen starts to find its own way slowly down the middle of your back, those words that I have written unto you will start to wrap firmly around your body and end up on the top of your beautiful naked breast. As I whisper to you and ask, should I go on, just as you start to softly moan, yes. I will then begin etching into your skin how our love had first began on that hot midsummer's night on a blanket under the stars in a full moon's glow. Just as I became an artist who was starting anew, painting on an empty canvas, or even a musician starting a song of love on a blank sheet of music, creating a priceless masterpiece that will always last and forever, as I continue as if I am a tattoo artist, as I write those words I have written unto you like a magician casting a spell. They will start to come alive and dance across your beautiful body while you let out a sigh and maybe a little giggle as they tickle you. I will then kiss you with the passion of all the greatest lovers of the past, whose love goes on forever and shall always last, just as you will whisper, I love you. Please, baby, don't stop. Then as my words find a place to go, you and I will both know how much love we hold for each other, along with the passion and all the understanding will continue until the last days of forever, climaxing like a final in an unfinished symphony, just as the fire dies down to just a smoldering ember with your head on my chest, spent and exhausted, as you remember all those words that I have just written to you. Words that neither one of us shall ever forget. Then as before, maybe one day on some cold winter's night in a cabin on a blanket by a roaring fireplace, I want to create a new poem, and I will call it The Story of Me and You on Some Cold Winter's Night. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed that today. I think that's going to end it for today, and I really hope you liked it. Have a good day. Have a good night. Pray for me and my son, and peace, everybody. Peace. I love y'all. Poetry, because it matters.